Uh-oh, it looks like some folks in the Walt Disney Company are trying to push the House of Mouse back into woke again at a time when it will definitely 100% make them go broke again. But will we allow it? Nay, I say. Let's dive in and show you what they're trying to do to send this thing totally, utterly woke once more.
I've had the privilege of working with the Moon Girl team for the last 2 years, and they've been really open to exploring queer stories. And
I'm here as a mother of 2 queer children, actually.
Hello, folks. Hello, friends. Welcome back yet again. What a pleasure as ever. It's time to endeavor into the world of entertainment and keep things on the right track, on the right side of history. By the way, I want to say a happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. If you're a good dad, if you are a good father figure, folks, happy Father's Day. And by the way, if you've still got your dad, and if your dad's a good dad, it's a day to be joyful. So get out there and have joy if you can. And for those of you who are hurting today, might be the first day that you don't have your dad, we just want to say that we're remembering you too. We know this day and other days, other holidays can be good and, well, difficult. But hopefully it's difficult for the right reasons because you had a good father. All right, click the like button. Let's dive in. The Disney company is trying to go woke yet again, and we won't let them. Not without bringing it out and showing you what's going down. We do this, folks, by the way, because we want the Wall Street types who are running the company to go, oh, that's what's happening inside our company. Okay, well, we watch Pro 2. So how about that, eh? Page 6 has this, and we're not going to pay attention to the recommended ads up here on page 6. Page 6, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, anyway, Jimmy Kimmel taps longtime Trump nemesis Rosie O'Donnell to replace him as he steps back from late night show. This is by Brianna Bell, and this is yet another example that Disney does not have their house in order. Jimmy Kimmel announced comedian Rosie O'Donnell will be temporarily taking over his late night show as he steps back for a 2-month sabbatical. He does this every summer, that's okay, but Rosie O'Donnell, what does she know? What does Rosie know? Rosie knows one thing. Rosie knows anti-Trump. She knows that she hates the orange man. She used to be a clever comedian. I'll say Rosie was a very pleasant person, on TV at least, kind of odd, different political beliefs than I, but she was always a pleasant person until she got the TDS, and boy, did she ever get the TDS. Now, why would she be the guest who takes over for Jimmy Kimmel for an entire 2 months? Because Kimmel and Disney are trying to rehabilitate her and put her back on TV for good. She just had the plastic surgery. I'm not revealing that. She's admitted that. She just had the plastic surgery. Why did she do so? Folks, because it's time for round 2 of Rosie. Quote, I will be taking the next 2 months off, this time voluntarily, Kimmel said. That's actually semi-funny. On Thursday night's episode, jokingly referring to the brief period of his show as it was pulled by ABC over his comments regarding Charlie Kirk's death in September, which was definitively not funny, and Jimmy Kimmel's lie that got him kicked off the air and should have had him off the air forever, probably, would have done so to anybody else. That wasn't funny at all, eh? But the show will go on as he named the potent group of guest hosts, which includes Tiffany Haddish, Coleman Domingo, Ike Barinholtz, Anthony Anderson, and Jelly Roll. But that's not all. And he says, I asked one of our Commander-in-Chief's all-time favorites, Rosie O'Donnell, to be here to keep hits coming, he shared, prompting a roaring applause from the audience, which was delivered, of course, by the sign that says applause, because that's how it works, okay? They're like seals in the audience. And that might be offensive to seals, but it's, the applause sign comes up and they go, oh, applause.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh.
O'Donnell is one of several celebrities who left the states following Donald Trump's second election win. Along with her youngest child, Clay 13, they settled down in jolly old Ireland, which they have now left and come back to the States. The View alum and Trump have long had beef between each other, though it appears their feud reached its peak in July 2025 when the president threatened to take away the actress's U.S. citizenship. Trolling. Quote, because of the fact that Rosie O'Donnell is not in the best interest of our great country, I'm giving serious consideration to taking away her citizenship, he wrote in his Truth Social post at the time. Trolling. And look at Rosie. She's had some work done. She looks good. I'm not saying that, by the way, to be in any way negative. She does. She looks good. But Rosie is not coming for the multiple appearances on the summer to replace Jimmy Kimmel. She's not coming there because of any reason other than Jimmy Kimmel and his wife, his wife is the producer on the show, and the raging TDS master of ceremonies of the world. They think they're facing the orange Godzilla every single day. They want Rosie on the air. They want to rehabilitate her career. They want her to become a Disney star again. Who knows? Maybe Rosie's going back on The View. That could actually happen, by the way, because, well, we're going to talk about this tomorrow. The View is now furious at one another for allowing J.D. Vance, the vice president, to come on and have a good day. So they're all furious. So who knows? Maybe Joy Behar is going to be replaced by Rosie. Rosie would not let that happen. Rosie would be hiding a weapon behind her side. All right, deadline. As I continue on, the worry that Wall Street should have that Disney still is filled with wokies, and the wokies won't stop, and they're putting their thumbs on the scales and trying to get this company back into that same era they just left that destroyed them. Melanie Goodfellow says this out of Deadline. Disney partners with Barack and Michelle Obama's Higher Ground on original animated fantasy series Journey. Now, I'll tell you why this is a problem in just a second. It's not why most people would think. Disney and President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama's Higher Ground are joining forces to greenlight music-driven original animated fantasy series Journey for Disney+. It marks the first major production partnership announcement for Higher Ground since President Obama announced in April that the company is winding down its 8-year first-look deal with Netflix to take a more independent approach. Now, what you need to know is that's not really how this played out. In reality, the Obamas, their stuff on Netflix, it was not well received. Now, everybody doesn't want to say that, right? And the left's not going to say that for sure, but people don't want to admit this, that it was not a great deal for Netflix. In fact, it cost Netflix big time. I can't think of a single hit that Higher Ground achieved. So Higher Ground has fled Netflix, which is plenty left, eh? And where do they find? Where do they go for friends? Disney. Now, here's the problem with this. Here's why this makes me say again, okay, what's going on over there in Dana Walden's segment of Disney? And this is Dana Walden, who's besties with Kamala. Do you all know of a single Republican or conservative company that is partnering with Disney to make any kind of content? Can you imagine if Disney announced they were partnering with Ivanka Trump? Right? Jared Kushner. No, they would never do that. Disney would never, ever, ever say that or do that. Why? Because, well, their base would lose their minds. Their base would go crazy. So, because Disney is partnering only with one particular side of the aisle, that's why I say this is a worrisome woke issue. And then I go here, folks. It doesn't stop. News from Disney Plus. This is actually from Disney Plus as a press release. Disney Plus announces season 4 of The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, and a new holiday special, A Proud Family Wismas. You can say, Pro, what's up? Why don't you like The Proud Family? Well, do you all remember that the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, do you all remember that was the show where they were intentionally shoving everything they could that was ultra crazy to the left? Everything. And they said it's a not-so-secret agenda. Do you all remember that? This is that show. And these people, it's the same people there doing the same things. Do you remember? Hang on a second. To refresh you, this is Reimagined Tomorrow, okay? This is the leaked video that came out years ago. 4 years ago. I've got it pulled up from Valiant Renegade. 4 years ago, okay? Here we go. Here's the leaked video. And this is this lady right here that you see. She works on The Proud Family. And it's, to my knowledge, she still does. But here it is.
Meredith Roberts and like our leadership over there has been so welcoming to my not at all secret gay agenda.
I've had the privilege of working with the Moon Girl team for the last 2 years, and they've been really open to exploring queer stories. And
I'm here as a mother of 2 queer children, actually, one transgender child and one pansexual child.
All right, just pause there. That's the group, folks. This is the crew that's behind The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. Now, not all of them are directly working inside this, but they all fostered this kind of thing. And Meredith, she's in there. So the fact that they're going ahead with the same team, with the same group, doing the same show, is the not-so-secret agenda still there? See, I see all of these issues that are percolating right now up with Disney. And I just, I want to remind Disney of where they've been for Wall Street so that Wall Street remembers they don't want to go back there. Okay? Wall Street, do you remember this? This is Elon Musk responding directly to Bob Iger after Bob Iger tried to eliminate X by being the big kahuna of the exit from X with all the advertisers trying to destroy Elon Musk. I want to remind you all that this came out, 2-3 years ago? I want to remind you before I play this. Elon Musk, at the time of this attempt by Bob Iger, Elon Musk was worth a whopping $200 billion. $200 billion, okay? And guess what he's worth today? 3 years later, $1.3 trillion. He is easily quadrupled. He's septupled his value, right? People want to say his wealth. It's really his value in the world. Now, where is Disney after all that? Where is Disney? Okay? I'm going to play the clip. But Wall Street, I want you to remember, this is back when you were not woke. This is when your former CEO, Bob Chapek, was moderating the company. You kicked him out. You brought Bob Iger back. Here's where you were with woke. Here's where you've been. See the difference? Not woke, woke. Not woke, woke. You know what? I think you got the idea. Do you want to go back up there, Disney? Because over the past 5 years, you're down 41%, and Elon Musk is septupled in value. So which way do we want to go? Which way do we want to go? Let's play the clip again. Here it is. Here's Elon Musk.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
And he's talking directly to Bob Iger.
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f*** yourself.
They thought he was crazy. He has conquered them.
But go yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob. You love it, right? You love it. So there's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. There's the deal. Don't go back, Disney. Don't go back. This is you woke. This is you, or excuse me, this is you not woke. This is you woke. This is you not woke. This is you woke. This is under you, Bob Iger. This is you when you were fighting Elon Musk. This is you barely crawling out now, maybe, kind of, sort of, who knows? Don't go woke. Oh, no, they're going woke again. They're never going to dig out if they keep doing this. Deadline reported it. Dade Hayes, Disney, Adobe, New York Times among members of new AI content coalition led by Netflix alum Victoria Furnace. Oh, boy. Now, this requires some splaining because it's not obvious that this is woke until you figure out what it's all about. Dade Hayes is reporting it. A new content-focused coalition, the Alliance for Responsible Innovation in the Arts and Media, has launched with Disney, the New York Times Company, and Adobe among its initial members. The new Los Angeles-based group says its mission is to, quote, ensure that AI is developed and deployed responsibly, sustainably, and for the betterment of all society. Oh, really? Well, who's in the group? Ariam's members, and I'm going to say it that way because it reminds me of Ariel. Ariam's members include a range of content and tech players, among them Adobe, Advance, the BBC, Cambridge University Press and Assessment, Condé Nast, the Financial Times, ITV, the New York Times, Reach, the Walt Disney Company, and Wiley. When I see the gray lady in a group, I say, well, that's about as far to the left as it'll go. What are we doing here? The organization will operate globally and led by Victoria Furnace, a former Netflix executive who is CEO and co-founder of the Burdella Group. During a nearly 9-year run, Furnace held multiple legal and public policy executive posts with the left. Prior to that, she spent 6.5 years at Warner Brothers. Okay, but come down here and I'm going to show you why I say this is a no good, no bueno thing, and Disney is getting yet again, and I bet under Dana Walden, involved in woke. Stop it. You ready? Here's what it says. Ariam's goal is not to slow AI down, but to ensure it is able to sustain the broader ecosystems long term. Okay, what are those ecosystems? Ariam is a first-of-its-kind cross-content sector coalition seeking to ensure that AI supports human creativity. Okay, good. Respects the rule of law. I bet governments and judges and the legal system would handle that, but okay. And safeguards consumers. Well, good. Consumers, aren't you so happy? AI developers have a genuine opportunity to ensure that creativity and innovation both flourish. Okay, cool, right? That's great, right? Okay, wait a minute. Hold on a second. This was added. For years, parents, teachers, and children have relied on well-known characters, media. Oh, wait. So parents, teachers, kids, well-known characters and media. Well-known. Oh, not the new media, not independent media. Oh, and educational materials as safe, dependable guides or sources of entertainment. Like the Proud Family, like Disney. Those are dependable, safe sources of entertainment. The irresponsible development and use of AI have allowed these to be hijacked and distorted. That's you, new media. That's us. Turning them into agents of harm. Responsible by design, development, and use of AI tools must be at the heart of the way forward. Parents, teachers, and children need to be able to trust again. Okay. Ariam is advocating for a shift in how AI is developed to a place where accountability, transparency, and safety are embedded from day one. At the center of that approach is the clear idea that responsible innovation is good for society. Without meaningful accountability, misuse, misinformation, and IP theft will harm creators and consumers. Oh, using AI to break the law can never be an acceptable excuse, says Collins, working with the group. Laws around personal safety, intellectual property, and financial crime still apply in the age of AI. This is why Ariam has been created and why I'm proud to be working with this necessary initiative. I see. Do you see, folks? This is about making sure that the trusted drive-by media, the creators of everything for the past century, the gatekeepers, get to keep their gate. That's what this is about. Now, if they just want to protect, hey, we don't want Mickey Mouse used by somebody in AI without our permission, cool, but that's not what this is about. Disney was already partnering with OpenAI to let you make Mickey Mouse stuff. They wanted that. The Sora got shut down because Elon Musk again. So, hey, there's another win, Bob. But Disney's fine with that. What do these companies actually want? They want to squelch the new media in the age of AI. That's what this is about. They're trying to stop the new media from winning and defeating them in the age of AI, and they're partnering together. So I go back now to the beginning of this video, and the thesis is there are elements, I believe, counter to the Wall Street push inside Disney. There are elements that want Disney to go back to being woke, extraordinarily partisan, and it's time for Wall Street to part ways with those who want to do this because the stock is never going to win. See, it's not just about Rosie. It's not just about the Proud Family. It's not just about partnering with the Obamas. It's not just about the new AI initiative with the New York Times and the others. It's about all of it collectively together. And all of it collectively together, and they love collectivism, right? But all of that collectively together has me scratching my head and saying, wait a minute. I think this company has a strong push back into an area that destroyed them. 103.89, not a good place to be. Down 41, we'll call it 42%. Folks, if we go back just a little bit more, you would see that it actually spiked much higher. If we go way back in time, this company was at 197, if I can hit exactly. Come on, bro, can you do it? Pixels, 197. March 12th, 2021, under Bob Chapek. 197. Today it's at 103. It's almost a 50% drop. Hey, Disney. Hey, Wall Street. The victory is not yours yet. You got to clean house, and you got to clean it now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us today. Well, not really, because we've got more content on the way. In fact, 3 more videos. How about that? We're going to talk about Toy Story. Disney gets a win. We'll talk about the win. Stay with us, friends. And we've got stuff about Tim Allen, all kinds of great stuff on the way today. And tomorrow we'll talk about The View, because boy, are they mad. Boy, are they mad. All right, folks, it's time. Click that like button, share, subscribe, and click it. Stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, friends, keep having fun.
I just found out how to get WDW Pro's information, where he gets his sources. I can't believe he uses Wilton.
What?
We got a job to do. It's easy to hack into WDW Pro's computer.
You're kidding me. That's awesome. You know any other stuff?
Yeah, just Jonas Campbell told me.
Sweet.
Said Pro underpaid him or something.
A few minutes later.
There. Oh, awesome. Whatever. All I gotta do is
Whoa.
hack into this thing. It's gonna be so easy.
Yeah, this isn't
All
a
right,
hack.
grab this picture over here.
Leave it to me.
No, Wilson.
Job done. What?
No, all we had to do was use the picture because he uses face unlock. Now we gotta go to thatparplace.com and sub to him and his team on YouTube.
Oh, well, I already did that because I'm smart.